Well, he's a Hollywood actor, of course, from countless films and multiple seasons on Law and Order, former U.S. Senator, former presidential candidate, and now, get this, a Broadway star making his Broadway debut in A Time to Kill, which, of course, is an adaptation of the fantastic thriller, John Grisham Thriller. He is Fred Thompson. He joins us right now. Senator Thompson, thanks for joining us.
Well, good to be with you.
Well, so what's it like now? I mean, listen, you've got a long career here, and now you're making your Broadway debut. And by the way, the Golden Theater is a beautiful theater. You couldn't have picked a better little jewel box of a house. And this is a courtroom drama, right? You're playing the judge?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, and as you said, it's a John Grisham book. It's his first book, which incidentally is his best-selling book to date. And so it's been adapted very brilliantly, I think, to the stage, and people seem to be enjoying it. I was certainly drawn to it because of the Southern roots and John's writing, and a lawyer in the South, and writing about what he knows about, same kind of characters I grew up with and practiced law with for a little while.
But Senator Thompson, doing a live Broadway theater production in front of 700 people every night, that's a lot different than doing a television or movies. Are you feeling a little butterflies?
Well, no. I think that anything you do, you feel a little energy, maybe a little butterflies, but that's a good thing. I mean, although you get more than one take if you need it when you're doing the other stuff. I mean, you're probably talking about millions of people, so you have to you have to get lost in what you're doing. You don't think about the audience that much. I guess the accommodation I had to make more than anything else was getting used to actually talking to the back row of the audience. As opposed to film work where you don't have to worry about that.
You got to project to the entire audience, right?
You got to project. But theater's been something that that the real actors, I like to call them, has always been their preference over many years, and I can see why.
Now I saw you this morning on television, and I noted that you were sporting a slightly different look.
Yeah, I lost all those beautiful curly locks you're used to seeing.
You're like a cue ball right now.
That's right.
Why did you decide to do? Why did you go for that look?
It was one thing led to another, but the bottom line is that it fits the character that I'm playing. A judge who is, shall we say, he doesn't suffer fools gladly or non-fools either. And his name is Judge Noose, and so we thought we'd have a little fun with it. I have a goatee that I use in the play, but the head is bald. But I didn't have that much to lose to start with. So it's kind of a fun transition for me.
All right, now you were in the Senate, I believe I'm correct in saying, during the last government shutdown.
Yeah.
And so you know what it is to go through this process. Let me ask you this question. From where you sit now, former senator, man very active in conservative politics even today, do you think this is the right strategy?
Well, I with all due respect, I know everybody's asking that, but I don't think that's a terribly important question. I'm not sure about the strategy. I think that I can see both sides of it. What concerns me more is not the strategy, not the short-term polls. I'm a little more concerned about the next round of elections. But the last government shutdown, when the Republicans took so much grief, they proceeded to win both houses or keep both houses. So I'm not that concerned about it. What concerns me is the reason that we're having all this strain and strife, and that will carry over to the debt limit. And that is the fact that Americans are looking around and deciding that we are headed quickly down a road of debt and dependency, and that it's going to be a different America if we don't do something different. And we have had clean CRs, and we have had negotiations, and we have had people getting along and speaking nicely. on our way to $17 trillion in debt future.
Our guest is Senator Fred Thompson, and we're talking about his Broadway debut, by the way, it's A Time to Kill, the John Grisham novel. It's been adapted to the stage by Rupert Holmes. You've been able to work with Rupert Holmes. He's a brilliant guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a great guy and a brilliant guy.
Does everyone sing the Pina Colada song around him? Do you walk around and say, if I like Pina Colada?
They do. They do.
That's his claim to fame.
Somebody brought in one of the old videos, and we've had good laughs about it, but you know, we know all about him now. I didn't know in the beginning that he was the guy, but all of the stuff that he's written and the music that he's made and written and the Broadway plays and all that, he's taken that talent to a new level here, and I think you have an exciting courtroom drama, but also some broader social issues involved, and issues concerning, you know, to what extent the ends justify the means. Does our court system work? When you have an evil confronting another evil, does wrong make right? Those sorts of things set in a racial atmosphere, you know, of the South years ago, and so I think it's going to do well.
I want to ask you, you were in Hunt for Red October, and we recently saw the passing of Tom Clancy. When you were preparing for that role and when you were in that movie, did you ever meet Tom Clancy? Do you have any thoughts about his passing?
I watched the premiere with him, sitting next to him.
Wow.
And the theater, and you know, highlight of my evening, he said, you know, he turned to me and said, right on, you know, my character. And yeah, I got acquainted with him, and after that, and we talked from time to time. And fascinating guy, unusual guy, brilliant talent, prolific. I was shocked. I don't know. I haven't heard of the cause of death. I didn't know he was ill or anything, so it took me totally by surprise.
All right. Well, listen, good luck on Broadway.
No. Break a leg.
Oh, sorry.
Break a leg,
Excuse me,
Senator
I'm
Thompson.
sorry. I'm not savvy
You're not
with
the
all
Broadway
this.
guy.
Yeah.
Well, don't say that. We have a revolving stage here, so I may literally do that.
All right. You know, I just think it's strange to ask somebody that they be maimed before they.
I'm spending half my time trying to get on and off that turnstile. You know, that's my.
Senator Thompson, we theater people call it a turntable. It's a turntable, Senator Thompson. With all due respect. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
You'll get
right.
the theater lingo. It's all right.
I showed you my experience on Broadway.
All right. Senator Fred Thompson, he makes his Broadway debut later this month on October 20th at the Golden Theater in New York. It's A Time to Kill. I'm going to hop up and see it tomorrow, actually. So
that'd be fantastic. Yeah, we're in previews right now. Folks can come right now.
Absolutely.
And working out the kinks and looking pretty good.
All right. Break a leg, Senator Thompson.
All the best.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.